Hey everybody, Captain Foley with you again today. This is going to be the wrap-up video for my Enterprise Space Seed Edition Polar Lights model. I've got my Botany Bay done, all the weathering. Let's take a look at that for you. I used quite a few different colors and a few different layers to do this. All this weathering, none of it was done with an airbrush, even though I have an airbrush now. My technique I use for weathering has always been a brush. I should actually show you guys how I weathered this at some point. Next time I do a weathering video, would you please focus? Next time I do a weathering video, I'll have to show you guys my technique, but basically I used this dark red or dark yellow TS3 as the base coat for this model, and then held it very far away from the paint and lightly applied a thin layer of this, so it didn't hide this color, but it just dulled it a lot. And then I did washes with the paintbrush right here, kind of an old one, a bristly one, and I used my trusty old rust color, the Railroad colors. Very good rust color if you need rust. Started out with that, then I went to a flat black, and then a little bit of German gray, and finally finished it off with some dark tan, and that gave you this weathered look. And then of course on top of all that is the dull coat. So the Botany Bay is finished. The stand's almost done. I'm thinking of painting the silver flat black as well, but I'm working on the Enterprise now, the decaling. It's coming along very nicely. I'm almost finished, so I'm going to finish doing up this decaling, and then I'm going to come back to you guys, show you the finished result. And I just finished doing a video that I'm just posting now called Star Trek versus Star Wars, Why? I think the title speaks for itself. You should check it out. And after this video, I'm going to make a Star Wars model special edition video of some of the Star Wars models I built in the past, and show you those, show you that I have a love for both Star Wars and Star Trek, because that is possible. Don't know why it's not for some people. That's what the video is all about. But yeah, as you can see, the decaling is coming along great. Very happy with it. About halfway done. Still got lots to do, so I'm going to take time out now and do that, and attach that onto the rear of this video. So this will be the wrap-up video, and I will see you guys very soon. So yeah, and like magic, we're going to be done. And of course, when I'm doing my decaling, I'm going to do these red lines on the bottom of the saucer section next. But of course, when I do it, I use my Micro Set, which you apply with a Q-tip. Apply it to the area. Cleans the area off of all foreign debris. And this stuff also thins out the decals so that they appear more painted on instead of an actual decal. You start off with the Micro Set, and then you finish off with the Micro Sol, which after the decal has been applied and is set properly, then you put the Micro Sol on top, and it sets it and makes it look like a very painted on, finished version of the decal. Now these ones are still kind of glossy, but once I get the dull coat and everything on this, because this has to be dull coated once all the decals are on, that should go away, the glossiness there. Generally what I would do is I would spray this with a high gloss finish, then apply the decals, and then do a dull coat on top of that. And that just prevents any silvering for underneath the decals. This model really won't have it, See, this one's more dry over here. That's not really showing up. And the reason I didn't do it on this one was because it's so smooth. I did it on my 350 scale because that's a 350 scale, and it's cost me a goddamn fortune to buy it and build it. But also they had the grid lines and whatnot on there. So in order to, like on the top, I mean, so in order to get the look I wanted and not have silvering underneath my decals, I high gloss coated it first so that they had something to stick to that was smooth. Of course, you got to let that dry, obviously, and then you put the decals on, and then you do the dull coat. But I'm kind of skipping that step in this one because, you know, this is just a little model, and I'm not too concerned about it, and it's really smooth. It's looking good. The only one I've screwed up is right there. Some of the red has broken off. It's supposed to look like that. And I screwed up this pinstripe right here, but I've also repaired it, so you can't even tell. So that I will probably end up fixing with my Gundam marker here. We'll see. Anyway, so there we go. That's where we are here, and I'm going to be done in a minute. Well, guys, several minutes later, and she's all finished. I'm looking really good, I might add. So there's the famous scene. She pulls up alongside. I still got to do the dull coat on it, but gotta let these decals dry a bit. That's why I'm showing you now. I didn't want to wait too long to finish up this video. Enterprise looks good from all angles. She really turned out nice, this one. I like this little Polar Lights 1/1000th scale Enterprise. I think I'm going to get a couple more. Now that I've done the production version, I want to do the first pilot version as well as the second pilot version, and then also the Mirror Universe version. I'd love to have them all. So I'm going to be getting a few more of these to do. So there you go, guys. Next time you see it, it'll probably be dull coated, and I'll put it beside my 350 scale just so you can see the comparison. Alright? Alright, talk to you guys later. Captain Foley out.